Welcome back to the 2023 ACC Tournament Predictions, and let's get right into it with the first round where we're taking Georgia Tech over Florida State. Neither of these teams are very good, as you can see by their seeding, but I think Georgia Tech, considering the whole body of work, is a little bit better. Florida State did get that win over Miami on the road, but I think that was a one-off. We're taking Georgia Tech here in a narrow one. I could see this one going either way. Then Boston College against Louisville, and Louisville's just trash, only 4 wins on the season. We're going to take Boston College here. They've got a couple upset victories, have played well against marquee opponents, but have struggled in day-to-day play. That's why they're at the 10 seed. We're still going to take Boston College here. Finally, Virginia Tech over Notre Dame. Notre Dame got that one win against Pitt at home for their coaches pretty much send-off at home, but I think that was a one-off as well. We're going to take Virginia Tech here, who's been very unlucky. He's played in a lot of close games this season. 8-9 matchup, Syracuse against Wake Forest. Even though Syracuse just won this same matchup, it was at Syracuse, which is a tough place to play. I'm going to take Wake Forest to bounce back. I think they're the better team overall, despite their 9 seed to Syracuse's 8. Pitt against Georgia Tech here. I'm going to take Pitt. They've been consistent, cleaning up the easy opponents over ACC play this whole season. Let's go with Pitt over Georgia Tech here. Boston College against UNC. UNC is desperate on the bubble. Pitt is also on the bubble, but we're going to take UNC here. I think they're the better team than Boston College and will win in the pseudo-home court in North Carolina compared to Boston, and I think they're the better team overall. Virginia Tech against NC State. I'm going to take NC State here, but I think this one could go either way. NC State's been a bit cold over the past few games, and Virginia Tech did play them close, although it was at Virginia Tech. I think NC State won by 3, so we're going to have NC State winning this one, but I could honestly see it going either way. Now we get into the third round where all of these double-bye teams have to play. Miami against Wake Forest. Miami just cleaned up Pitt to earn this bye, to earn this 1 seed, and we're going to take Miami to win this one outright against Wake Forest. And the thing going down to the next matchup, Duke against Pitt. If Pitt won that game against Miami, they would have been the 1 seed here. Virginia was always locked into the 2, but you can see that they're at the 5 seed now, had to play that extra game. Overall, I think that Duke is the better team. Pitt doesn't have many out-of-conference wins. All we care about is conference here, though. And I just think that Duke will find a way. They're always pretty good in this ACC tournament. Pitt has had a magical season, but this is where I see it ending for them. I think the win over Georgia Tech should be enough to get them into the tournament, though, with the committee considering their overall ACC performance, which was very strong in a Power 5, Power 6 conference. Virginia against UNC, and I think Virginia is going to avenge that loss in Chapel Hill that happened earlier this season to give UNC their 1 quad 1 win. UNC desperately needs another quad 1 win, and I don't think they're going to get it here. I like Virginia. Their pace of play is slow, and they're more consistent. Even if not on the offensive end, they play better defense, and they're more disciplined than UNC overall. I can see this one going either way, but I'm going to take the Cavs here. Clemson against NC State, and this game just happened. Clemson won by 20-plus points, so I'm going to have the same result happening. I don't see NC State mounting over that. Also, I think that Virginia Tech could be in this game. That would be a very interesting one. Clemson's been pretty fraudulent by the computer standards, but we're going to take them here. Finally, the semifinals, Miami versus Duke. I see this one being a very tight game, but I'm going to take Miami. They've been more consistent in ACC play. I think they're more experienced here. Got to the Elite 8 last year, so I'm going to take them narrowly over a good Blue Devils team here. And then Virginia against Clemson, as I already mentioned. I think Clemson's a little overrated here. Had a great ACC play just like Pitt, but I think both of those teams are a little fraudulent just in terms of their sheer strength. Will be good on Clemson to get this far, but I'm going to take Virginia to win this one. And then Virginia versus Miami, I'm going to take Virginia narrowly. I don't know. I could see this one going either way. I could also see a number of upsets happening along the path, but for the reasons I already stated, I am going to take Tony Bennett and co. to win the ACC championship outright.